What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Ark Survival Ascended. That's right, we're starting a brand new series. This one is Ragnarok. That's right, the new and improved Ragnarok map has officially been released. And this has been my go-to map back in the ASC days. But we're gonna go in and check this new place out. Oh. Look at this. Already. We just loaded into the map, and I'm already liking this. Look at that. And we do have a couple mods on here. There's travel meters 1,000. Oh wait, that's isn't that from the Colony, Lost Colony expansion? Oh yeah, there's something added in from the Lost Colony expansion. But yeah, alright, already I'm loving this. Let's get some stone real quick. Wow, I just loaded into the map and already I'm loving it. I'm already loving it. Let's get some fiber while we're here. Alright, already we've got Ichthyornis. Let me just punch the hell out of a tree. Get some wood, get some thatch. Yeah, we've got some mods. We got the Red Panda, the Indomitable Duo. We've got basically the same mods we have in the other mod, the Astraeos series. And don't worry, Season 3 of Astraeos isn't going anywhere. We're just taking a little break so we can focus on Ragnarok. Alright, let's see if we can make a pick. We just need a bit more thatch, not a problem. We'll make a hatchet at some point. Yeah, I've also got the Lost Colony on here. The DLC. That was like $30 or something like that. Alright, let's get a drink of water if we can. Now this should provide us with like metal weapons. Alright, we got a wooden shield. We got a pike, okay. And a bow. That'll definitely help us out. Alright, let me put the pike in here, the bow in here. The shield we can get rid of. I don't really need that. Let's continue harvesting these crates. That's the one thing about Ragnarok that's, like, very convenient. We got 2 bows. Alright, can we at least get, like, a metal hatchet or something? So we can gather these a lot easier. We got some arrows, a pike. We're getting over encumbered. We got a crossbow. Let's go. We have a crossbow. Right off the bat. Alright, let's drop this. Drop that. Drop the spears. We don't really need those. Drop the bows. We got a hatchet. We got a hatchet. Let's go. Now I'm going to use the hatchet to collect the rest of this stuff. Alright. Let's see what we don't need. We can drop the spears, drop the bows, drop the shield. We don't need that. Let's level up into a bit more health. We should be good to go. We got more crates. You know, I'm going to keep these here, just in case we need more weapons. We've got a crossbow. We've got a pike. We've got a hatchet. Let's go. So first things first, I'd like to maybe find a dillo or some dodos to kill. Maybe get some hide real quick. The more I explore this map, the more I love it. Like, absolutely love it. Alright, so let's get started here. Our frame rate should be fine. We'll keep the clouds for now. If the brightness gets too bright, I'll remove the bloom quality. We got travel meters. Oh yeah, like, I think if you get, like, XP from these colony missions, you can get, like, a skill tree or something. I believe that's how that works. Not seeing anything in the jungle. Oh, this right here. This right here is where I need to be. Back in the Evolve days, this was where I needed to be in Ragnarok. I found a dodo. I hear a dodo. Come here, buddy. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. We got that headshot. Alright, we've got more crates just in case we need them. Oh, I can't wait to explore this map even more. I can't wait to get a pteranodon and start exploring this place. That'll be awesome. Alright, let's find a place to build. We got some crates here. We've got an Ichthyornis. Let's see if we could snipe this guy with the crossbow. We've got some ammo. Let's see if we can... We got him. Awesome. We just no-scoped him with a crossbow. How awesome is that? Alright, let me see if I can get to him so I can get the hide. Let's get the hide off of him. Oh. We've reached 1,000 travel meters. That means we get skill points, right? I'm pretty sure we do. Now, how does this skill tree work? We've got no skill points so far. Okay, how do you get skill points? So you get well-oiled machine, reduces repair cost of items by 10%. Oh, okay. What's this one? Experienced killer. Your mount gains 10% increased experience from kills. Hot-blooded, your natural health regeneration is increased by 100%. So basically, if you get this, you heal twice as fast. That's pretty cool. Heavy-footed, you take 10% reduced fall damage when you suffer fall damage. You knock back enemies within 10 meters of you. Oh, that's awesome. Mounted Opportunist. Whenever your mount kills an enemy, it has a 5% chance to instantly restore 10% of its maximum stamina. Okay. And then we got the Essence Eater. When you kill a creature with your mount, it has a 10% chance to gain 2.5% increased damage for 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So you could get up to 7.5 times increased damage, or percent increased damage. What's Bloodlust? When you kill an enemy with a melee weapon, you gain 10% movement speed for 5 seconds. Strong Back. Reduce the weight of structures in your inventory by 10%. That's cool. And then Mass Production. When you craft ammunition, you have a 3% chance to produce twice as many. Okay. Alright, that's pretty awesome, actually. That might come in handy. Alright, let's build around here. This is pretty flat. I like this area. This is a cool area. This will be our, starter base for right now. Alright, let's go ahead. We got 30 levels. Let's go. We've leveled up a bunch. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so let's get the thatch stuff going. So, in order to get, a thatch floor, we're going to need a bit of everything. So let's go ahead and get a bit of everything. We need 5 more fiber. I'll get the clothes, later on. Maybe when we get, a moss chops or something, I'll gather fiber. Let's get some more fiber so we can at least get maybe a 2x2 or something. I want to at least get that. Just a little Bob shack for right now. And then we'll focus on taming something. There we go. That's the base of it done. Now we just need some walls, a door. Do we at least have enough to make a door? We just need a bit more fiber. Alright, let me make the door real quick. And then we could start working on the walls. We just need more fiber and more hide. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 8. Let's make 8 walls for right now. 1 wall high. Just so we can have our starter base. Alright, that's good on thatch. We have enough. Alright, we have enough to make 8 walls. Yeah, that's not where I wanted you. I wanted you here. There we go. We're doing well. Alright, let's get the door going. Awesome. And now we just need some ceilings. We're going to need more fiber. We're going to need more of everything. Alright, so we need 4. So that's 16 wood. That's wood taken care of. We need 60 thatch. Now, of course, this won't be our permanent base. This is just to get us started. There we go. We're completely housed, and we've got another level. Let's go. Alright, so now what we want to do, we should probably get a storage box going. Just a small one for now. We can make a storage box anyway. Wait, can we make a bed right now? We need a bit more hide, thatch, and fiber. Alright, fair enough. Let's make the box for now. We could have made a large storage box, but that's going to require... Actually, that's not too bad. Wooden storage boxes, like, large storage boxes aren't too expensive. I'm just going to go ahead and put that here. Let's make a large storage box. Screw it. Let's get the 25 fiber done and over with. After this, I'd like to do some exploring. Maybe get a bed going. Get a tame. That would be awesome. Get something that can, like, basically get us around the map. Alright, so that's fiber taken care of. We need 35 thatch. Alright, let's put away the extra stuff that I don't think we need. We should probably keep the berries just in case we find a moss chops. Alright, let's get a campfire going. Let's at least get a campfire going. We need 12 thatch. At least we don't need fiber for this one. 16 stone. We can just pick up some stones from the beach. There we go. We need 1 flint. There we go. And 2 wood. There we go. And let's get some extra wood for the fire. Cook up as much of that meat as possible. And while we wait, let's go exploring. So let's make the bed next. So if we die, we can at least respawn at the bed. We need 30 fiber. And if we run into a moss chops, that would be awesome. There's a dodo. I could kill that for hide. I can't wait to see what Lost Island and Fjordur are going to look like with the ASA treatment. I feel like that would be awesome. All right, we need 15 wood. 80 thatch. All right, all we need now is hide. So let me go ahead and take out the hide that's in here. All right, we've got 21. We just need another 19. We need another 19 hide, and we'll be all set to go. Once we have the bed, then we can freely explore. Give us 19 hide. 12. Alright, cool. Fair enough. Alright, let's go exploring. Get some more hide going. Let me get some food real quick. We got about 4 food. Awesome. For right now, that's fair enough. Let's see if we can get some more weapons. Oh, that's a Pelagornis. I was like, what the hell is that? No, they've been in the game for a while. That's okay. Let me just get all the weapons necessary so we can get a spare weapon. We'll get all the arrows we could ever want. Alright, so we've got 35 stone arrows ready to go. Let me just put some of this stuff away so we're not too heavy. Alright, we'll drop the spears. We don't need them. Alright, that's full. There we go. We've got spares. We've got spare metal weapons ready to go. Oviraptor might be a little too quick. I'm not going to bother with the Oviraptor. This will give me an excuse to explore a bit more. I should probably mark this down on the map so at least we know where we are. I'm trying to keep track of the resources I need for the bed. Alright, let's keep going. I'll collect the other meat later. We've got food for right now. What a Bronto. We got a Bronto here. That's nice. Let's go this way. Oh, we got more crates here, which is awesome. A Dillo would be nice for hide. Or a Dodo. Whichever one we decide on. Okay. Let's continue our exploration. We've got a Dodo we can kill for hide. Let's go. Alright, that's all the hide we need, pretty much. Hey, are you trying to attack me? You want to go? Let's go. I'll use that as the extra hide. There we go. And then we could start working on clothes. Alright, we got 5 more levels from that. Alright. Let's bring the bed back to base. And then I'd like to see if we can explore a little bit. You know what? Let's see if we could find a moss chops. That way there we can gather fiber way more efficiently. That's kind of my goal. Moss chops. Alright, let me get some more meat. There we go. That's 19 meat. That should be good enough for us. Let's put the bed down over here. And then let's give this the cosmetic treatments. I mean, we kind of did Frontier last time. Oh, there's Lost Colony. We got a Lost Cape skin. Any structure skins? No. Okay. We're going to have to get some armor at some point. I don't know why. Steampunk kind of just, I don't know, fits the vibe. For some reason it does. Of course, we're going to give it some windows. We're going to have the Frontier windows, of course. There we go. That should be good. We at least have some light going. Alright, so next on the agenda. Oh, I do not like those. Oh, I just got very framey. I did not like that. Alright, we've got our house for right now. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, it is a bit framey. I might have to... Hold on. Oh, yeah, it is getting a little framey. I don't like that. Alright, we'll see what happens. Alright, it gets... Alright, Alright, let's explore. We got a Bronto over there that I don't want to go near. We've got... What else do we have? Alright, are we good, game? Are we good? I mean, at least it's still playable, even though it is a bit framey. I do apologize for that. Oh, look at that. That structure's on ASC. That's awesome. Yeah, we got Pelagornuses everywhere. I hear a Moss Chops. What do you want, buddy? A 20... Giant bee honey. Ah, screw you. You ain't worth my time, scrub. We got a Parasaur. I mean, if we got some bolas, we could tame a Parasaur. We could at least get berries going. Are you a different Moss Chops, or are you the same one? Oh, you want a Mejo Berry. I have that. Alright, we've got our starter dino. We have a Moss Chops. It's only a level 29, but we've got one. And are you... Hold on, let me check the settings on you. Enable victim item collection. There we go. So, we've got a Moss Chops, our first creature. Alright. Now we can gather fiber way more efficiently. Hell yeah. Look at that fiber action. We just got 1,500 hide from that. Alright, for the narco berries, I'm going to keep those and maybe a stack of Mejos. And then the fiber. Of course, we're going to keep the fiber. Everything else we are going to drop. I'm going to put the fiber back in your inventory. We've got 5 levels. Let's go up into health a bit. Maybe get that to 3,000. And then work on weight a little bit. So yeah, this should make gathering fiber a lot easier. So we have 1,500 fiber now, which is awesome. Alright, in the meantime, let's see if we could work on getting some clothes ready. Let me see. Okay, we're in the wrong inventory. We want this guy's inventory. Crafting. We can make some bolas if we wanted to. Let's just make some cloth armor for now. Alright, we don't have to worry about fiber ever again. Let's get some more weight going. Whistle stop. Hey, hey, where are you going? Stay there. Thank you. Alright, let's get some more weight going. And then, the next thing on the agenda that I'd like to do... Well, put the clothes on first. There we go. And let's check out these new cosmetics that we have. We got a cape, which goes in the shirt. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. We got some pants. Those are kind of tech-savvy. We've got a Lost Enforcer. Shirt skin. Got the hat. We've got the mask. Oh. I honestly don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about this. With the cape. Okay, there's one with the cape. Alright. That makes it so much... You know what? I'm kind of vibing with this. I'm definitely vibing with the claws. Oh, it's very framey. I do apologize for that. Oh, the frames are terrible. Oh, God. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can change that at some point. Okay, they're fine now, but, like, that frame drop was horrible. Alright. So for the final thing on the agenda, what I would like to do is see if we can get a parasaur going. I'd like to see if we can get a parasaur going, but first, we're gonna need some spoiled meat, split all. Let's get some narco berries. There we go, that's better. That brightness would have gotten on my nerves. Alright, we got some stone anyway. Let's make a mortar and pestle, and then off camera I'll see if we can work on a, what's it called? A refining forge. Alright, is it the steampunk? Because, like, the frame rate started dropping when I added the cosmetics in. Let me go ahead and remove the cosmetics. Will that improve the frame rate? Alright, there is a purple drop. I'd like to see what's in that drop. Oh, that frame rate drop is absolutely horrendous. Oh, the frame rate is absolutely horrendous. What is going on? Alright, there's the drop. Here comes the drop. Like, if I stand completely still, the frames are fine. But as soon as I turn the camera... Yeah, that's when the frame rate gets a little bad. I might have to change the settings. Because I have them on custom, I might have to change them to low, just so it could run properly. Yeah, I do apologize in advance for that. That's just Ark being Ark. Yeah, as soon as I move, that's when the frame rate drops. We got a better hatchet from that. Loot 10 supply drops? Oh, cool. We got a better crossbow from that. I wouldn't be... That's got to be like 40 FPS right now. That's terrible. That is just terrible. Alright, as soon as I enter the house, the frame rate is fine. So it's got to be something else. Alright, let me put this away, just so we have it. And let's start making some narcotic, so we can make trank arrows. Alright, nightfall. We have 30 narcotic. Let's go. Let's make some arrows, some trank arrows. And now we've got a mastercraft crossbow from that drop. Okay, the frame rate got better. I think because I removed the clouds and the bloom quality. Okay, yeah, the frame rate is better now. Hopefully that stays. Yeah, so let's see if we can get that parasaur, wherever it was, so we can gather berries. I mean, we got the moss chops, but I'd like something to be able to get around on. We could go after a raptor if we wanted to. We have a really good crossbow, so we should be all set to go there. Our first dillo. Of course, you've got a friend. Another friend. Anyone else? I'll keep you for high. That's a mutated Dilophosaur. Let's go. Let's keep going. There's that moss chops that wanted honey, unless it changed its mind. Levels is Parasaur. If you're a higher level, I'll go for you. 20. You're not worth it. You still want giant bee honey. Alright, let's explore a bit more. Wow. You know what? For nighttime, it's pretty bright. I mean, I have the gamma up to 3, but still. What is this all about? I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this dodo real quick for the hide. What is this all about? Was this here before? Oh, we've got jerboas. I forgot jerboas spawn on here. I could use a shoulder pet. Let's see if we can find maybe a highish level. Or we could either go after a parasaur, a trike, or a raptor. Whichever one we find first. Let's see if we could find a decent-ish level parasaur. I mean, we could tame a pteranodon if we wanted to, but there's a red drop, but that's like all the way over there. I don't want to venture too far. We've already ventured 1,000 meters. So this is the new and improved Ragnarok. Looking awesome. Real talk. There's a couple of parasaurs right here. I see a couple of trikes as well. There's also a Dinotherium. I'd rather stay away from that. We got a 90 parasaur. That could be good. Let's see what level this parasaur is. You got a baby as well. Also a 90. Okay. And this trike? 100. Yeah, there's a couple of Dinotheriums here. I'd rather stay away from those. Should we go with a parasaur for now? I mean, we have a really good crossbow. We could go with either. Trike. Screw it, let's go for the trike. It was down in 3 arrows. How awesome is that? Do I have any berries on me? I do not. Alright. Okay, the frame rate's starting to drop again. I mean, there's a baby trike. Would it be smarter to go for the baby trike? Screw it. Let's claim you instead. It'd be a lot faster if we just did that. Okay, alright, we've got a trike anyway. Alright, those Dinotheriums are getting dangerously close to us. Let me get some hide from this trike so we can use it to make the saddle. Alright, let's get out of here before those Dinotheriums get too close. Alright, fully grown. We need a bit more hide and a bit more wood. That's wood taken care of. Let's get hide taken care of. Oh, that frame rate is terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that next episode. What is going on with the frame rate? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the settings. Next episode, I'll do that. If I remember to do that next episode, I'll do it. Here we go. Now we can ride you the rest of the way. So yeah, we did well today. We got a trike and we've got a moss chops, which is awesome. Alright, we can gather stuff a lot more efficiently with this guy. Like berries especially. Alright, so next episode, what we'll do is we'll go out, get some crystal. Maybe I'll get a refining forge ready. We do 219 damage to start with, which is awesome. Alright, the frame rate got a little smoother again. It's like the frame rate has these bad hiccups before going into the next one. And we're back at base. So we've got a moss chops and a trike. Pretty good day. We can whistle stop on the trike. We're out of berries. Luckily, the moss chops should have plenty of berries on it. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to grab a couple of these berries, give them to you. All right. That was a pretty good day. We managed to get a trike as well as a moss chops. Let's see if we can spoil some more of this meat. I could get some more tranks. The 40 meat I'll save for like a raptor or something. And yeah, with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.